It is the story of my first love, about growing up on the banks of a wide river, any place. And it might have been in America, New Zealand, or Timbuktu, though they do not, of course, have rivers in Timbuktu. But the flavor of my story would have been different in each, and the flavor of the people who live by the river.
Thank you, guys.
সোনার বালুচর যেথায় বসে দিনের আলোয় চকাচকির ঘর রে চকাচকির ঘর সকালে
এই ওপরের লাঠিটা কি করবে?
ওটাকে হাল বলে বাবা, দক্ষিণেশ্বর দেখাচ্ছে।
মা
Its waters came from the eternal snows of the Himalayas and emptied into the Bay of Bengal. The river had its own life, fishes and ports, turtles and birds, and people who were born and lived and died on it. It flowed slowly between banks of mud and white sand, rice fields and jute fields. The jute grew in flat marshes, nourished by monsoon floods. Country boats of all shapes and sizes brought the jute to the factories. Some of them came from as far away as Assam and Chittagong and the borders of Burma, through the winding arteries of the delta. The workmen carried their heavy loads. For each load a seashell. So many shells, so many loads. Jute was the reason we lived in India. Our whole life depended on it. My father was in charge of a jute press. He was a friendly man. And after work he always came home through the bazaar, though it was much the longer way. He liked people, and people liked him.
Inside? I want a bag, mate. Nej, vad har du för en? Kjorta då? Vad har du kjorta? Du så då? Čekaj, čekajte. I want. How much are I?
আরেকটা হাতে এটা
Days
আঁকো।
followed one another in the even tenor of Bengal. Along the river were villages, and people living and working, content in their traditions which had not changed for thousands of years. In the dry season, when the river was low, lazy buffalo grazed just outside our garden wall. We were 5 children, 4 girls and my brother Bogi, the only male among us females. Our family was very much like any other family. Still, I think living in India gave us a special flavor. Of course, in the family, we included Nan, our nurse, a few friends, our servants, and several pets.
ওটা কি মানে দেখছো?
Piano, songs. Time slipped away unnoticed.
Poggy, come back and learn your spelling like Elizabeth.
I don't like spelling. I like turtle.
One day you have to learn how to spell. Imagine a man who couldn't go to office and sign letters and read the newspaper.
I don't want to be any of those men.
Bogi's best friend was Kanu. They had a life separate from ours. Bogey didn't like toys. He played with lizards and turtles. All wrapped up in Hoppity her rabbit was little Victoria.
Victoria, what are you doing to Hoppity?
Hoppity is my baby. He's just been born.
But you had a ball last week.
Babies can be born again and again, can't they?
And then there was Valerie. But she wasn't one of us. Her father owned the jute press. She'd been to school in England. They were rich. She was an only child and came every day to play with us.
Good afternoon, sir, madam.
Hello.
Hello, Valerie.
How are your mother and father? Very well, thank you.
My sisters were much younger. The twins, Muffy and Mouse, and Elizabeth, the pianist.
Good heavens! Whose filthy little children are those?
Yours.
Mother. She was beautiful. She loved music. And there was also Ram Singh, the children's friend and protector. He was a Sikh from the Punjab, and before being our gateman, he'd been a valiant soldier. But Nan was the bridge to life, bringing us back from dreams to reality, from reality to dreams.
Harriet! Come here. I found your shoes in the middle of the stairs. But, Nan, the grass tickles my toes and makes me think. You'll get hookworm. Why can't you be obedient, like Elizabeth? It's easy for her to be good. She is good.
Nan, always filling our heads with tales of romance, setting the stage for the arrival of love. And I see myself, an ugly duckling determined to be a swan.
Saw roses red that comforted her heart, and saw their crimson petals flop apart.
Then, as the river brought everything, it brought a young man on the weekly steamer.
Harriet! Valerie! He's come! George cousin! I had a strain in my company this morning. I knew it's all this right. Come, let's have a look at him. Come on. Shh, not too loud. Don't leave me. Don't leave me behind.
They're looking at something. Somebody's coming. Perhaps it's Nan the stranger.
Nan the stranger plays bridge.
We knew very little about him, but Nan had told us he was coming from America to visit his cousin, our neighbor, Mr. John. His name was also John, Captain John.
He's beautiful and comfortable. Yes, they can.
What kind destiny to have brought him all alone right to our doorstep. Usually visitors from abroad were old and married.
Another redhead. Harriet 1, Valerie 2, now there's 3. That means trouble.
As they disappeared into Mr. John's yard, we thought that he had a slight limp.